perfumes can be very expensive. Sometimes they're hundreds of dollars. And not everyone wants to buy or spend so much money on those perfumes, or they might not be able to afford those perfumes. But fortunately, you don't have to destroy your budget to get your hands on some, high quality perfumes. There are plenty of alternatives out there that are surprisingly affordable and still smell good. So, one of my favorite examples to bring up is Emerald here. Emerald is kind of a pet perfume of mine, I suppose. I discovered it on Amazon for like $14. Very, very, very affordable. But it actually has a very rich and luxurious history, and that you wouldn't expect, especially just looking at this. It's not the most luxurious looking perfume, but it came out in 1921, and throughout the 20s and even the 40s and 50s, and from there, this was kind of a very luxurious French perfume. It's from Coty, the brand, and it mainly has pretty strong citrus notes in the beginning, and then it melts into more woodsy, not too musky, but mainly just woodsy notes. It's overall a lighter perfume. This is a clone, so it's light, kind of airy, yet refreshing. And it's, even though it used to be, very luxurious French perfume back in the day, in more recent decades it has kind of lost its reputation. It's more or less forgotten, but it definitely, I actually did a video comparing it to Shalimar from Guerlain, which is of course a very luxurious and expensive perfume, and I would argue that the Emerald is very surprisingly similar to Shalimar, mainly just because of the citrus notes and the amber notes and some of the woody notes. But of course it's a bit weaker, but Emerald, for the price, is definitely, you're still paying for a luxurious product that's just not being marketed as a luxury product anymore, but that quality is still there. So definitely, $14 is a steal for a whole bottle of perfume. This is like 2.5 ounces. So the other one is which I would also say is quite a steal, is Obsession by Calvin Klein. This, I think I got it for maybe $20 or $30, and this is a very, very, you could tell it's a high quality perfume just by smelling it. And this is more of a newer perfume. I think it came out in the 80s. I'm not sure exactly, but it is primarily a woodsy, animalistic perfume. Definitely like more of a sultry perfume for the evening or even for the daytime. But the general consensus is that Obsession is very, very powerful, a little bit spicy, a little bit smoky, but mainly animalistic and woodsy perfume. And of course, Calvin Klein is a very well-known brand. And the fact that it's only $20 or $30 is great. You don't have to spend $400 for, a bottle of juice. So, and I like the bottle design. It's very sleek. Anyway, the next one, let's see. This one, Red Door. Red Door by Elizabeth Arden is instantly recognizable. It's a red door, you can't mistake it. And it's a very classic floral fragrance. It was named after the spas that Elizabeth Arden owned. They had a classic red door, and they were very luxurious. They had fields where you could ride horses and take a bath in, the soaking pool or whatever they happened to have. Anyway, Red Door, primarily a floral, a very light floral, maybe a bit fruity sort of fragrance. And it's also kind of in the $30 range. And, that's, very affordable for a high-class perfume like that. And it's definitely very elegant, very feminine sort of perfume. And it has a nice history, kind of story behind it. So, Red Door definitely, if you're looking for something light and floral, that's a really good option. It doesn't really have musky notes or woody notes, mainly just a sweet, light sort of perfume. Next one is one of my favorites, Sublime by Jean Patou, and this is a very, very unique sort of fragrance. I think it's around $50 to $60, so still under $100, but a bit higher. It's not as low as $14, but it has some very interesting kind of sunny notes, bright, and it's this yellow color, and even the smell reminds you of the color yellow, something bright. Mainly floral notes and a bit of citrus, sort of maybe pineapple notes. And then it kind of goes down into something that's a bit spicier, not too heavy. It's generally a light perfume, but definitely it reminds you of summer. It's very warm, sweet but not too sweet, very nicely balanced, and of course not too expensive. So, and Jean Patou, the brand, French perfume brand, is very well known. They don't produce perfumes anymore. They discontinued their perfumes, but you can still get plenty of Jean Patou perfumes from third party retailers. So, and the last one on my list here is more of a modern perfume, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. This is the Eau Intense, the intense water version for women. Here's the inside here. And light blue is also in the $50 range. I don't usually see it for more than $50. And similar to Sublime, it's a very light, slightly fruity sort of fragrance. The main notes that I detect from light blue are Granny Smith apple, with a little bit of fresh linen kind of thrown in there. The apple is very, very prominent. There are some floral notes, white florals in particular, but it's a relatively simple perfume. There's not too many layers of complexity. Not really any musk, not really, any strong woody notes or anything. So, but it does have a nice crispness, and it's definitely just light, very refreshing, kind of reminds you of spring or summer, or there's a little bit of citrus thrown in there, which adds to the refreshing factor. And since it is, Dolce & Gabbana is naturally a very luxurious, high quality perfume brand, and this perfume is also, I would say, high quality. And the fact that it's, around $50 or even less sometimes. I've seen it for like $30 sometimes. So it's a pretty good deal, especially if you're looking for, something for the spring or summer, or you just want something crisp and refreshing with a little bit of sweetness. So pretty much those 5 perfumes there. Most of them are, all of them are under $100. Most of them are even under $50. So, if you really don't want to spend that much money on perfumes, but want to make sure that the perfumes are high quality, these are a really good place to start. You're going to get a good quality product, and you won't have to, destroy your bank account. So, if you have any other recommendations for affordable yet high quality perfumes, you can leave those down in the comments below. If you liked the video, leave a like, maybe subscribe, and I make videos throughout the week, so stick around for those.